Stop recording video. Button.
Hi
Face centered.
guys.
Speech off.
Happy Sunday. Fun day. This is the continuum on my reviews and experiences working in massage therapy for different massage chains. I'm going to talk about my experience now working for Massage Elements in Oklahoma City. So if you're interested in hearing about that, then keep watching. Of course, you're hearing me listen to another video of mine. This is my fifth video upload today. So I have literally been chilling. I took a super long bath this morning. Did a video already, a chit chat, rehydrate your curls, because I went curly this week. And so it was time for me to put conditioners and things in my hair. So definitely check that video out if you are curly or natural and considering it, or if you're just interested. But yeah, that video took me like 50 minutes. And so now I just been doing my review videos on my experiences as a massage therapist. So yeah, after I do the next couple of videos, then I'm gonna go on and do another video on how I detangle my hair and what products I use. I think I have some Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie, something like that, or a detangler. I might have a As I Am detangler or a Biolage detangler, I think. But one of them will get used, and we'll do that together later on. It'll probably be like a get unready with me video or something like that. Who knows? But definitely look forward to that. I have posted on my Instagram the process for me going straight to curly hair. So there's several pictures, and then I did tag the different products that I was using, so that you could see and kind of go along, and if you wanted to try them. I will let you guys know that none of the products I use this time are my favorite. So I am going to do a favorites video. What have I been loving? What has really been working out? I will say the products that I used on Tuesday and presently that I'm using, my hair is absorbing really, really quickly. So between this hardcore water here in Georgia and these products, is not long lasting at all. I put so much product in my hair in that video earlier, and my hair is pretty good, and it's not dry, but it's not wet. And I put a lot of product in there. It is shiny, I can tell, but from the way that it feels, there's a nice coat, but it's nowhere near. And I'm going to have to re-soak my hair so the curls can pop out, so it can just turn into ringlets. And then when I do the whole detangling, like get the brush and then go through there, the curls should stay and separate nicely. So we'll just see. Okay guys, I've talked a little bit longer than I expected to talk about my hair, but those of you guys that love it, I appreciate you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, please and please. Really working hard towards getting my 1,000 subscribers. I definitely am still working on getting links added to my videos, and I'm still working towards my 152 videos. So we're on our way. I think we're almost at like 120 videos. I think we made 120 videos today. So we just got like 32 more videos. So yeah, that's what's going on here in Atlanta. Sunday fun day for me is a curly day. Let me tell you.
Speech on. Face centered. Selfie zoom. Stop recording video. Face centered.
Okay.
Speech off.
For some reason, I'll start veering off while talking, and the camera end up on my left hand side. I don't know why I do that, but I do. But anyhow guys, I did want to tell you guys that I take a lot of vitamins and I drink a lot of fluids. And that's something that you really need to take into account when growing long, healthy hair. The majority of us drink a lot of water, a lot of tea, a lot of detox teas, and we drink a lot. We take a lot of vitamins, chewable vitamins. Most of all our vitamins are clear. They're not these powder tablets. So our bodies can readily absorb them. And that is a huge factor in long, healthy hair and nails. Lots of green vegetables, lots of colorful drinks, lots of protein, vitamins. It is a lifestyle. I easily spend $35 on vitamins every 7 to 10 days. I buy B12 gummies. I buy multivitamins for women gummies. I buy chewable vitamin C. I do. And I take them every day. And I'm taking, a minimum. I take turmeric as well. So I may take in a day easily like 10 vitamins, because I think my women's vitamin, you're supposed to take 2 or 3 gummies. I think you can take 2 or 3 vitamin C in a day and 2 or 3 of the B12 in a single day. Then if I take like 2 turmeric, I may take a couple of garlic oil beads, which are great for skin and just overall wellness. And so you could take like 5 of those in a day. I may take a couple cayenne. Like if you guys watch the Glam Twins, when they show you when they're packing, they show you their bag of vitamins. It's tons. In their little bag, they have a Ziploc bag where they put all their vitamins for the weekend. It'll be like 50 vitamins in that bag. That is a real life. A person who is investing in their skincare, their body, their hair, their nails, they are huge protein, vitamin consumers, drinks lots of water to flush all of these things, detox, cleansing. All of that is essential. It's an essential component to having long, beautiful, healthy hair. So that's a secret, and that might be something that is skipped over because a lot of people will think it doesn't take all of that. They'll look at these videos, they'll see how many products we use, they'll think like we just have a problem, we're product junkies. We don't need to do all of that, but then you wonder why you don't get the result or why your hair is slow growing. You'll have videos, I see them all the time, where women are saying like, I only did 3 inches of hair growth in a whole year. I only had 6 inches of hair growth in a whole year, and then they still had to cut off like 2.5 inches for dead and damaged hair, right? Whereas somebody like myself or the Glam Twins grow 3 inches of hair every month, every 4 to 6 weeks. 8 weeks we've grown 3 inches of hair. I've had my hair cut off by so many stylists that didn't know what they were doing. They have cut my hair off to my shoulders so many times for my hair to be right back to the middle of my back in 30 days, 60 days, easily. Because I consume so much vitamins, so much water, so much detox tea, so much protein, so many green vegetables. I eat salads with every meal. It's common for you to see me at a restaurant with a plate of green vegetables plus a salad with the fresh avocado, clear dressings, plus I'm going to have a grilled or baked protein, plus I'm going to have some type of beverage, like an apple juice or a warm chamomile tea with honey. Like everything that I've eaten, my body's gonna readily absorb, ingest, digest, and flush, And then I eat before 7 p.m., no later than 9, so my body can digest, heal, replenish, and so on. So guys, yeah, it's a lifestyle. The more you put in, the more you get out. And if you're wondering why you're not getting the results that you want, you don't have the volume, you don't have the length, you don't have the retention, you don't have the sheen, you don't have the curl, you don't have the bounce, all these different factors, it is because of what you're consuming or what you're not consuming. And also, if your extension life is real, if your wig life is real, because I see a lot of these videos where you all are getting your hair in these protective styles and wearing these wigs on top of there for weeks and months at a time. That is hard on your hair as well. If you're sewing in hair onto your braids or attaching these micro links, your hair is only 3 inches and you've attached 30 inches of hair as a micro link. You guys, not only is that going to rip your hair out for sure, it's going to damage your scalp, which is going to make it really hard for regrowth, for new growth. So those are things to consider. I guess, you know, I spent so much time on this topic, I don't know whether to continue on with my review about massage elements or stop right here and just make this the video on reasons why you may be having slow hair growth or no hair growth, or things that women with long hair do that you don't realize is the reason and the difference between what you experience and what they experience. And a lot of people will say it's because of our backgrounds, like, oh, you're not, you know, you're mixed. Is that what they call it? Mixed or multicultural. Oh, you're multicultural, so that's why you have, you know, the hair growth that you have. That's not true, guys. That is nowhere near true. I know tons of women like myself. We are not necessarily multicultural. That have longer hair than me, and it's really down to what you consume and the way that you take care of your hair. The more that you groom and take care of your own hair and leave the fake hair alone and the extensions alone and all that stuff like that, the more your hair is going to grow, the healthier your scalp is going to be, the more length you're going to retain. It's just, you know, a huge benefit. Okay, so enough about that. Once again, I've talked longer than I expected on the topic. So my experience on working for Massage Elements in Oklahoma City wasn't good. I would like to say that something that you need to consider and look out for when going on these interviews, you need to look at who's been there the longest, if they have a lot of new people, and if they are a business who is taking students. If you're somewhere where there's a large amount of students that are working here, you probably don't want to work there because it's a red flag. Now, the Massage Elements that I was working for initially came across like it was a great opportunity. They offered an hourly rate that was above normal. It was a long commute for me from my home, so I needed it to be beneficial. Unfortunately, it did not translate to the paycheck again. What ended up happening is I ended up coming across a lot of therapists that had been there for years, and they were not making that much money, and they were in a lot of pain. A lot of them were injured, but they were still working because they needed the money. They couldn't afford to be off of work. And then I had quite a few students that were working. Now, the part where I quit, hold on guys, because I gotta turn this down. Okay, the part where I had to leave is when I started asking the therapists who had been there for years what were they making, and it was only a couple dollars more than me. And these people had been there like 10 or 15 years. That was scary. And then the part that just made me just run out the front door was when the student told me they were making something like $7 for a massage hour and $11 for 90 minutes. I could not believe it. And that student had been there for quite a while, let's say over a year. So they weren't finished with their program, and they were making $7 or $11. And I believe they told me they were not allowed to keep their tips. So they just made a straight $7 for the massage hour and 11 hours for the 90-minute. No. Now, the thing that made me curious about what was going on, where I started having these conversations, was when I was getting cash tips. People would be thanking me, telling me they feel so much better, but when they would hand me a tip envelope, it would be like $2 folded up. Now, you know how money feels when you fold it up and you double fold it and triple fold it and put it in a little envelope. It'll seem like you really got something. I remember one Christmas, my aunt had won some money from the casino or wherever, and she came to my grandmother's house with these envelopes, and everybody got an envelope. The envelope felt so thick because she had gotten those deposit envelopes from the bank, and she had put 5 $1 bills in each person's envelope and doubled it. So she put it inside one envelope, then pushed it in another envelope. So you're really thinking you really got something. Then, you know, later you open it up like, are you kidding me? This woman put this much effort into doubling up this package as if she doesn't want people to see what she blessed you with. It was 5 singles, guys. I will never forget this. But the bottom line is, that's how these older people would do at this Massage Elements. These customers that will give you, because they have these little itty bitty envelopes. They weren't even a full size of an envelope. It was like a little tiny envelope, and they would put like 2, and I'm like, something is not right here where these people think this is a good idea. So I started, you know, like reading the reviews. All the reviews were horrifying. All these therapists would come work for like a week, disappear, because basically this was like a place people came when they had nowhere else to go, when they just really needed money, and they were just good with taking advantage. I remember I was waiting on my first check. Let me tell you how bad this was. I was waiting on my first check. I had gone out of town to a family reunion, and the check was supposed to hit. So let's say I left Thursday night and my check was supposed to hit on Friday. I'm looking at my bank account like, where's my check? I'm calling up there. I finally get the lady that hired me on the phone. I'm like, what happened to my check? I've been here for 3 weeks. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get paid for another 2 weeks. I'm like, no, I'm sorry. What do you mean I'm not getting paid for another 2 weeks? She started acting like I knew that. Okay. Do you know that check, by the time I got it, was like $400? You guys, I never came back. So I would tell you all that before you work anywhere, check the reviews. Go online. I would say create a profile on Indeed.com if you're a therapist. If you're in school, especially, create a profile on Indeed.com and set it for alerts for massage therapy opportunities. Any of the employers that are always on there looking for therapists, don't work for them, because there are a good handful of them. They are always hiring for massage therapists. They can't keep anybody because they are notorious for taking advantage, ripping you off, lying to you, and I don't know why they're comfortable with it. They're comfortable with knowing they could get about 3 to 5 weeks worth of work out of you, and they know you're going to be gone. It's not enough to change them. And I will say, you know, some people will listen to this video like, well, that's Oklahoma, that's crazy. No, because the one here in Georgia that was trying to hire me here, there's another location not far from Buckhead, Massage Elements. I remember when I went on the interview, they were like telling me how you do your charting, and, you know, giving me the interview, you know, the whole tour of the facility and everything. And the man explained to me they had a master therapist who had been there for years. And this man tried to tell me this guy does like 40 hours of massage a week, and his checks are like $1,100 every 2 weeks. He thought I was going to be hyped, y'all. He thought I was going to be hyped that this guy's check is $1,100 every 2 weeks after doing 80 massages. You all, that's how bad it is out here. Pay attention. That's not a good deal. You just murdered yourself for $1,100. Break that down. 80 massages into $1,100. Which means, and you know, Massage Elements, that's an employer relationship. So that means federal and state taxes are being taken out of that check. So let's just say he had a $1,300 check before the taxes, right? $1,300. 80 into 1,300 is what? 1, bring the 5 down, 500, 6, 480. 2. You guys, excuse me. That's barely $16. It's almost, yeah. It's barely $16.30. It's not even 16. It might be $16.25 an hour, guys. You just did 80 massages for $16.25. Are you freaking kidding me? Y'all, these vultures are out here. You have to pay attention. Bring your calculators. Make them tell you as much as possible over the telephone. If they're not willing to discuss over the phone, they're a waste of time. There's one company that advertises with no shame, paying you like $15 to $16 a massage hour. I think they're called Levita. I would never work for them. That is insane to offer a massage therapist $16 to do an hour massage that they're charging $100. These people are charging $100 for you to get 16 of it, and then they're gonna try to tell you what? Well, we provide you with your linen, your lubricant, a place. We are marketing for you. We give you a receptionist. Cut the crap. You don't need $84 out of the 100. You can have $40 and give me the 60. That's fair. But these people are vultures. Okay, they're vultures. It's sad. But that's my experience working for Massage Elements. I would not do it. I don't recommend it. And if you end up getting approached by a company, one of the questions that you should ask is, do you all hire students? If they say yes, I wouldn't, unless you're a student. If you're a student, and even then, because you guys, the places out here in Georgia that hire students, they do you guys so wrong. You do not get to keep your tips, and they'll pay you $10 or less a massage hour and act like they're doing you a favor, because they'll act like it's against the law for them to be hiring you anyway. Like y'all are sneaking. Like if the board finds out, it's so sad. There was a place like not too far from Sandy Springs. This place is notorious for hiring students to quote unquote under the table, and ripping you off. And there's something like Sacred Hands or Blessed Hands, something. It's really weird, guys. But just watch out for the boogeyman. He's out there. Do your research. Definitely look at reviews. Ask your questions. Pull out your calculators, do the math, ask questions like, how long has the average therapist been here? What's the maximum payout I can expect? And act really positive so that they'll tell you the truth. Don't show signs of concern or like disagreement. Just be positive. Let them say whatever they got to say, and then just let them know that you need to, think about it, and you'll call them back. Or do you have time to consider this? You need to look, talk it over with whomever, and then just exit stage left. I don't recommend it. So my next review is going to be over working for Spa Sadell. So definitely check that out, and Exhale Spa. And yes, guys, I have really worked for everybody. Okay. Happy Sunday.
Speech on. Stop recording video.